Happy New Year, everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about for sale by owners. We're not going to beat around the bush. We're going to get into it right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Richmond, Virginia, and the surrounding counties of Hanover, Henrico, Chesterfield, New Kent, Goochland, and Powhatan, then subscribe below and tap the notifications bell so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Richmond, Virginia. My name is Scott.Dearnley with Joyner Fine Properties. And first, I just want to start by saying I respect absolutely anyone who has taken the initiative to try to sell your home on your own. It is not an easy task, and in reality, over 80% of folks that go the for sale by owner route do end up listing with a realtor eventually. So today we're going to look at the reasons why this happens. So the first issue that a lot of for sale by owner have to deal with is just having to deal with a lot of unqualified buyers. Studies show that 95% plus of serious home buyers are working with a real estate agent, and they're going to be searching the MLS for homes. It's often these less qualified buyers that decide to go, the for sale by owner route and shop there, and they're looking on the websites like Zillow has some for sale by owner pages. There's Facebook Marketplace, there's Craigslist, and there's other similar sites. You'll often get buyers that are looking for seller financing as well because they're not qualified as they could be. Seller financing is something that could be appealing to them, but oftentimes for the actual seller, that is not something you're looking for. I find that most sellers want to make a clean break from the house and don't want to have the lingering, essentially being a landlord in a way with seller financing. And most sellers I have found usually want to take that equity and then roll that into their next purchase. So again, one issue that for sale by owners are going to deal with are more unqualified buyers. So reason number two, a lot of for sale by owners eventually end up listing is they're just tired of dealing with folks that are out there just looking for a steal or a deal on their house. Now, buyers aren't stupid. They know if you're selling your home as a for sale by owner, you're not paying the realtor commission. So knowing this, they will often try to negotiate that perceived savings off of the cost of your home. So having to contend with deal hunters can be a real pain in the you-know-what. So number three on the list, most for sale by owner sellers are just not familiar with the real estate process. And why should they be? Most folks don't do this every day. A lot goes into selling a home that folks don't know about. It is not as easy as just listing your home on a FSBO website and then magically, poof, it sells. So studies show an average for sale by owner homeowner will spend up to 80 hours of their time trying to sell their home, and there's no guarantee it's going to sell. Like I mentioned before, there is an 80% failure rate trying to sell your home on your own. There's a lot of documents and contracts that are very complicated that a real estate professional can help with. And then there's a lot of steps between contract and closing where a deal can fall apart. And without professional guidance, a lot of deals die between contract and closing. And sometimes when that happens, that's when a for sale by owner will say, okay, I need help with this. So again, just not being familiar with the process is a reason why a lot of folks will end up eventually listing with a realtor. So reason number four is homes listed as for sale by owners simply oftentimes do not get the proper exposure. When you list with an agent, not only do we put the house in the MLS, and yes, this is a very important step, but it's really only the tip of the iceberg, but we deal with all of the marketing and advertising for you. This includes, in addition to the MLS, over 100 real estate related websites your house will go on, and this includes all the biggies like Trulia, Zillow, Homes.com, Yahoo Real Estate. We're going to do paid social media campaigns for you. The biggies I use are Facebook and YouTube. Obviously, we're on YouTube right now, so I use this, for my listings. We also market to local realtors. Like I said before, 95% of serious buyers are working with a real estate agent. So we're going to want to let those buyers agents know about our house. They do find out through it going in the MLS, but folks working the area of our listings, we're going to let those specific agents know that this house has hit the market so they can send it to their buyers. We do professional photography of a home. That is extremely important. A lot of for sale by owners, you can tell they took the pictures with their iPad or iPhone, and they're just not that great. We'll do professional virtual tours of the home that look really good. And then open houses and just much, much more goes into it. But we have a complete and thorough marketing plan for your home, which gets you maximum exposure. So number 5, our final reason why a lot of for sale by owners come on over to listing with an agent is, at the end of the day, listing with an agent can actually save you money. Now, this may seem a bit counterintuitive because you have to pay the listing, you have to pay the fees, the commissions, but hang on there with me. Studies have shown that homes listed with an agent sell on average for 11% more than homes marketed as for sale by owner. And part of this also kind of dovetails into reason number 4, which is the exposure. In this seller's market, if we can offer you top exposure, oftentimes we're finding we're still, even though things have slowed down a little bit with the higher interest rates, but we are still in this seller's market oftentimes able to get multiple contracts on the correct property. And this is through having that maximum exposure, and multiple contracts will drive that price up. And oftentimes we can get a contract so far over the list price that covers even that alone will cover the listing commission percentage. So there's not a guarantee that that'll happen every time, but that is happening in this market still. So not only will we save you the time and frustration and stress of selling the home by yourself, we can actually save you money. Alrighty, well thank you for tuning in today and looking at the reasons why 80% of for sale by owners will eventually list with a realtor. Hope you found the information helpful. So I've included a link below to a publication put out by the National Association of Realtors, and it's called, this is pretty catchy, 179 Ways Agents Who Are Realtors Are Worth Every Penny of Their Commission. It's a really good read, and it's pretty eye-opening. From pre-listing activities to the listing presentation and the actual listing of your home, to offers, contracts, inspections, appraisals, closing and post-closing. It provides a great snapshot of the many, many things that go into listing and selling a home that most people don't realize ever happen. So if you're curious to know if my advanced marketing strategies could be helpful to you, again, my name is Scott.Dearnley with Joyner Fine Properties. All of my information is linked below. And until next time, I hope you have a great new year, and I hope to show you around town. Take care.